right, guys, knock that off our list. Looks nice and cleaned up. Usually when we get here, you can't even see through to see the road, but those cedar bushes are coming in really good, and we call them bushes because there are trees, but the town keeps nipping them off on the top. They come by and cut that stuff, so they don't want it going on the road. So we're hoping it kind of fills in as just like a nice, eventually it'll fill in all cedars along there, and there's going to be less and less trimming every year. Usually there is, but this year it seemed like a lot of brush today. So as you can see, there's a little pile there, and there's our big pile. So even had to get the chainsaw out and cut a few big scrub trees out there and stuff. So yeah, it's looking good. So Shannon's up blowing leaves off the road up to the house site, and I'm just putting everything away now. So another good day getting things caught up, and we'll start heading up to the house site, clearing up some brush up there next. All right, guys, just bought ourselves a little mule to help us get tools and everything up. We've been kind of looking into that. There's the tractor that I bought last year, and the guys just delivered it from North Georgia. We bought it off these guys, and they were willing, since we came out to look at it, they came to deliver it. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna take a look at the house, make sure this goes up the road like we want it to. It's 4-wheel drive, so it should. A little bit of an update of how we're settling in here. There's actually some rain moving in later today. It's getting dark already a little, but I'm washing Shannon's car. It's pretty dirty from the ride over from Wyoming. Shannon is loving her mule, and her little 4x4 mule that she takes up into the woods, and she's currently, right now, she's up there doing leaf blowing, and the road gets pretty covered every day. She likes to blow that road off. We're trying to get rid of some weeds that grew up over the summer and stuff, but we're starting to settle in, come up with a plan. I started back at Lowe's yesterday. I don't know if you remember, if you saw our video last spring, we did buy our pallet of 2x6s for framing the house, and then the 1/2-inch OSB that goes on the siding. And those are currently sitting in my neighbor's barn, protected. We're going to start breaking those out and bringing them up to store them up in the winter or the next couple of months till we start. We feel a good window to start framing, probably towards the end of January, I said. But anyways, we're gonna start bringing that up. We somewhat fixed the furnace, so we do have heat again. I have a part coming tomorrow that should finalize it. I actually had a guy look at it and he told me to buy this part, so hopefully we're going to get the furnace, because it is going to get cold, downright cold. 22 degrees on Monday night, and they're calling 23 degrees on Tuesday, or Monday morning and Tuesday morning. So yeah, we already got our hose insulated for the winter. They get a short winter, but it gets into the 20s and even the teens, and we've even had a couple of nights over the years get down to like 6 degrees, somewhere around there. So, but you can see we got the our hose. There's the hose. We insulate it with pipe insulation and put heat tape in there, and then on the cold nights I just plug it in right here, and it'll keep that hose from freezing up. And then we have it wrapped around our hydrant over here, right there, and that keeps that from freezing up, and we're good to go. So yep, I'm out washing the car, getting that dirt off. I'm gonna give it a quick wax right now. We got our brush pile going. I figured take a day off. We still have a little corner right of the property over here that needs to be weed whacked and then raked and stuff, but with this rain moving in, I'm not going to get into it today. It might be tomorrow afternoon though, because it is supposed to rain during the night and then clear up tomorrow. So then I'm back at work on Sunday at Lowe's. So just wanted to give you an update. Morning guys. As you can see, it was very foggy this morning. Got a good rainstorm last night, but it is lifted now and we're looking good the rest of the day. Just sun and clouds. Got a bunch of little projects to do today. As you know, living in the RV, there's always maintenance problems, and we got to keep that thing going probably a good, at least this winter and next winter. So a couple things I'll show you real quick. Propane. I got a part coming for our propane heater furnace, and that's supposed to get here tomorrow, and hopefully that'll get us some welcome relief using the propane furnace. We've been using 2 space heaters, but anyways, I think I've showed you this before. Anyone who's a long time watch, I did put a T in here so we could tee off of this tank. We try to keep this tank filled and use it for emergencies only, but then I fill my propane. I got 2 tanks. One's like a grill tank and one's a little bigger. Take those down to the hardware store down the road here and get those filled every once in a while. And that one we just got filled, so we're pretty good on there. So that's something I'm going to do, hook up that, because that furnace will use a lot of propane. So there's my tank right there. And then what else? So I got to get gas to and this in my chainsaw runs off of 50 to 1 the oil and gas. So that gas bottle can is strictly for 50 to 1 for my chainsaw and the weed whacker. So that's what I'm gotta go get gas for those. And then another little project so is the fridge. Blew a fuse, and so we're gonna replace this fuse right down in here. And these refrigerators are very expensive. They run off of electricity or propane, so very expensive. So we've been running off of propane, and when we had the guy looking at the furnace the other day, he noticed that we were strictly running off of propane, so he gave me a heads up, told me to get that fuse. So good guy. He instead of him trying to get us or get to fix it, he just told me what to get and stuff. So I'm gonna do that today, and that furnace part will come tomorrow. Hopefully get that in, and we should be good to go. All right, fridge is back together. Works on gas or electric. This is when these fridges all have an automatic defroster, and when it defrosts, water will come out of here and stuff, and just instead of backing up in the freezer or something like that. So that's what that is. So all right, on to the next project. We're waiting for that part still for our furnace there, and I can put that back together. So lots of little things just getting done. All right, guys, it's so cold out. I'm back to just working on my drawings. Yesterday was too cold to do anything outdoors, and I had to work. So that looks like the front of the house up to this moment. As you come up the top of that hill, that last hill, that's what it'll look like, with the porch obviously being right there. So that'll be the roof line too. The latest roof line is more of a modern roof, where the porch roof comes off this way, shed roof on the main house, and then also a roof over the door that'll mimic the porch roof. So, and then we're just throwing back ideas, different window ideas. We have that type of window, and then the back of the house I was thinking of transom windows, since this is just a hillside here. But Shannon definitely wants me to change that to a regular double hung window over the kitchen sink, so I'll do that. At least that'll be the big change there. So the next day was sunny and warm again, so we got back to work. So that's the road after not blowing the leaves for a couple of days. And then see how it just cleans it right up as soon as you blow the road with the leaf blower. So we just keep after it, make it look nice and neat up here at least. So I'm heading up. I started up the road here and cut all the little saplings with my weed whacker. By the way, this weed whacker, let me show you the blade that I have on here right now. Those are, if you look closely, it'll look almost like a chainsaw type of blade on there. It doesn't have obviously a chain, it's a wheel, but that turns so quickly at such RPMs that acts just like it just goes right through. It won't go through a log, but it'll go through pretty good sized sticks. So what I've been doing is just going up and cutting all the little saplings up the road, and I'm heading up to the house site, and then I'll do around there too today. Hey guys, up here just sawing some more trees down, a couple more, making it just a little bit more open there, and some dead wood that we don't want ever falling on the house as we build it up now. So nice day out, so I just thought I'd do that. And but I'm gonna end the video here. We are looking at possibly starting to frame in the first part of right after Thanksgiving. Hopefully we're getting everything set, and we're wondering coming up with some more like plan B, like maybe building sections of the wall and laying it up on the platform up there, and just getting it ready for when the weather turns nicer, end of January, beginning of February. We're hoping that we can just set up walls and it goes up even quicker that way. But if we hate to keep putting off something that we know it could take us a while to do, and we want to be out of here like we usually are around the 1st of May. So that's we're trying to come up with some ideas of how we could do this quicker and utilize our time in December. So that's one of the ideas, is bringing the wood up here. So another reason I'm clearing everything, getting everything ready up here, and just in case we decide to do that. But you never know. So hopefully you'll start seeing some walls being built on this house here, and seeing it come up right from the ground up. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you abreast of those plans. But give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share the video with people. I'm really getting a number of subscribers every video now, so I'm hoping it keeps growing and growing and stuff. So and watch two old farts build 2 homes by themselves from the ground up. I mean, from clearing the ground. Our house up here used to look like this behind me, so until we started chopping trees down and putting stakes up. But all right guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.